All right, good evening. It is quite an interesting time we are in, and I hope everybody is getting through doing what they do, and I hope business is good. There's an old saying when you get lemons, make lemonade. And I truly believe that we are in a great time of opportunity. And some of you are probably, especially if you have jobs and things are looking bad and you're wondering what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. I truly think that the app market is probably the strongest right now it could ever be. Businesses need you more than ever. And I hope that instead of sitting on the couch and wondering how bad things are going to get or if they're going to get any better or what's going to happen, I really hope that you evaluate the situation. Businesses today, we are in a huge paradigm shift. And let me just flip over here. I want to talk to everybody for just a moment. We are in a huge paradigm shift, and the markets are shifting in a huge way. We're down below 20,000 a day in the markets. They're saying gas prices or oil prices could hit basically zero. Our economy is in a whirlwind. But with the shift, and this is what I hope that you're looking at, and I hope that you're sitting down and you're developing new paths to take your business and to take your customers. One place that I think is extremely important right now is the e-commerce market, online for restaurants. Why is that? Because I don't know about where you are, but in Dallas, Texas, which is just 60 miles from me, all businesses have been ordered to shut down except drive-throughs. It's starting to spread. I was just looking at some different areas around me, and everybody's starting to do the same thing. It's just drive-through. Well, this is what happens. Most of those people do not have the ability to receive online orders, right? I mean, they don't. They don't have a website, or their website sucks. They don't have an app because no one's going out to sell it to them. They just have maybe a platform that they don't know what to do with. Right now is the time to be reaching out to those customers. So if you're not in that arena, you need to get in that arena quickly. You need to get into the platform, and you need to learn to set up the order platform to be able to set up online ordering inside the app. You'll have to excuse me. I've been up for like all day and all night last night. We have huge storms in the area. But you need to get involved, and you need to go out and you need to talk to people. Now, some of you are saying, gosh, man, I'm afraid to go out and talk to people. And I understand that. I understand that perfectly. Fortunately, I'm a little bolder, and I've been out every single day. I'm out talking to people where there is nobody. I'm out talking to business owners where there are no customers. I'm out talking to customers and trying to find out, would they order from a place if they had an online system. And it's overwhelming that these businesses need a system. And it's overwhelming that, for one, me in my area, I'm going to take care of that. Matter of fact, I launched a Facebook ad series today, reaching out to restaurants. There are many ways to reach out to people right now. A lot of people are really focused in on social media, right? And so you might as well hit them with an ad that says, hey, you don't have to worry about shutting down. You don't have to worry about falling off the map. We are here to help you. And we're doing some special pricing, and we're doing some things that most people would never even think about doing, because in a period like this, we think about what? We think about making as much money as we possibly can, as fast as we can. But if you think of it this way, you can actually come in and be the hero, all right? And you can save businesses, and they're going to be your customer for a very long time. And they're going to do what? They're going to spread the word about your business. And it's really all about recurring income. You go out and get 1,000 customers paying you $30 a month. That's $30,000 a month. That's probably 10 or 20 times more than you're making now. So think about the long term. Think about the long term investment. Think about what's coming and what's going. Charge a minimal setup fee and charge a minimal monthly fee right now, because people are afraid to buy. I mean, they mentioned the R word today on the news, which I knew it was coming. And I saw it coming, and I knew it was going to happen. Now they're talking recession. And let me tell you, when people start talking recession, people really get scared because they don't know what they're going to do with their business. Well, people still have to eat. People are still going to buy products. People are going to still buy things and have them shipped to them. You need to be the answer to that. So with that said, welcome to Wednesday night training. Don't be afraid to go out and make money. I mean, turn lemons into lemonade. That's what I always say. We are here every single Wednesday night. It's always a privilege and an honor to be here teaching you and sharing with you. Real quick, if you've not joined our Facebook group, you can join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/AWS Mastermind. We have a lot of people try to join that aren't a part of the App Wizard Studio program. We don't invite you in. But be a part of that Facebook group. Also, you can follow us on our App Wizard Studio YouTube channel. Just go to App Wizard Studio and look for the little icon there, and you can join our channel. Real quick disclaimer. App Wizard Studio nor I cannot guarantee just because you're watching training, you will make any sales, create any traffic, or increase your income. Every person is different and has a different work ethic and different desires. Now, we're going to go back in tonight, and we're going to continue talking about what? We're going to continue talking about sales. There is a cat on my front porch. We're going to continue talking about sales. And tonight we're going to go into our third phase of the call to action. Why do we need a call to action? A call to action is extremely important because this is when you ask the prospect for something obvious and easy. And we talked about kind of going out and doing what? Maybe taking a survey, or let them know, hey, I'm new in the area and I'm going to do this survey. And you're going to ask them for a response. And that's a great way to do that. That's a good example of a simple call to action. Hey, Kerry, I'm new in the area. I'm launched a marketing company. I build mobile apps for my clients. And I was just wondering who you have that builds your mobile apps and or does your marketing. You ask them a question for a response. You ask for a call to action. You're surveying them, trying to find out the information that you need in order to move forward, in order to build your business. And the main thing is you have to roll through your pitch, and you have to make sure you ask them a question where they say what? What word are we looking for? We don't want them to say no to everything. We want them to say yes to everything that we ask. Hey, do you have a marketing company? No. Is that something you'd be interested in? Yes. Do you currently have a mobile app? No. Is that something you're interested in? Yes. So you're leading them to where you want them to go by the questions that you ask. How's business? Well, business has been really down. Is that something you would like to work on and bring more footfall into your business? Yes. You see, you took them from a negative to a positive, and you're the one that is soliciting that information, which puts you in the forefront of where you need to be to make things happen. And if you are afraid to ask for the close, if you're afraid to ask for the yes, then you really get yourself in a pickle. Now, every place is different. Every place is unique. Even in this area where I live out in the country. I live out amongst a bunch of small country towns, but I'm 60 miles from one of the largest metropolitan areas in the country, Dallas-Fort Worth. And it's made up of many small metropolises that make up this huge metroplex, okay? And people over there are a little bit different. It's a little bit slower out here where I'm at. It's a little bit slower when you walk in and talk to customers. Okay. It's a little more good old boy. All right. Now, if I was up in New York where it's fast paced and you got to get in and you got to make it happen and you got to speak a certain way. And if you're an outsider, they kind of look at you like you got four eyes and they don't really want to talk to you because they know what you're there for right off the bat. So I would probably have a hard time going to New York, other than people in New York like Texas accents for some reason. But I would probably have a hard time going up north and doing what I do here, being as successful there as I am here. Although I have sold apps in New York, I have sold other marketing uh, uh, tools to customers in New York. I've probably sold 20 or 30 apps in the area and set them up with different marketing tools. And I'm talking about New York City area, the Manhattan and that area. So it can be done. Now, I didn't go up there personally. They responded to some of my ads and became a part of what I do. So, but the call to action is very important. And where you're at, it's very, very important to make sure that your sales pitch is crafted to the area that you're in. The key in every market is asking for something obvious and easy, which will consistently do what? It will consistently give you that yes. Your pitch has to be set up. And we talked about this over the last 2 weeks. And if you've missed the last 2 weeks trainings, I recommend that you go into those trainings and sit down and listen to them, listen to all three of these trainings. It's very, very important. You don't want to come off as obtrusive. The one thing that drives me crazy about salespeople is when they come in and they're pushy and they're being obtrusive. There's nothing any worse than an obtrusive salesperson that wants to get that yes. Conversation when creating the call to action in order to solicit something from them is, in my opinion, the best way to go. Don't be pushy. Don't feel like you're pushing your way in to get something from them. You may not close the deal every time, but if you get that yes, if you create that call to action and you receive that yes, and you make things work for you in that environment, then that yes will turn into another yes. And then when you come to finally close, when you have that opportunity to close the deal, what's going to happen? It's going to be a yes, because you have taken this person from, non-marketer, non-marketing, no customers, to a place to where now they can increase their footfall by using the tools that you can bring to them, by setting them up in the mobile market area, by bringing them mobile commerce, and teaching them how to do the things. Guys, we are in a huge paradigm shift right now, a huge paradigm shift. And you've got to watch the markets. You've got to keep your ear to the ground if you want to succeed and move on. I talked to somebody the other day that said, well, I'm just going to give up. What the hell are you going to give up for? Everybody else is giving up. Now's the time for you to move forward. Now's the time for you to take the world by the horns and move forward and show everybody out there that, hey, you know what? When everyone else bailed on you, I am the company for you. We're here to take care of you. Is that what you want? Yes. You don't want to talk. Are you talking to somebody on the phone to build your business, or are you talking to someone locally? No, I talk to somebody on the phone if I can ever get them. That's why I'm the best man for you, because I am a local marketing expert. I am a local marketing expert that can help take your business to the next level using local marketing techniques instead of the broad brush, world techniques that everybody's using. So you have to make sure that that you know exactly where you're going and that you are the expert in the local marketing. You have to create your pitch for the uniqueness of the market that you're in. And that's extremely, extremely important. Whatever your market, you must get the yes to the call to action. If it's a down market like it is now, if it's a high flying market like it was just 3 months ago, think about it. Where were you at 3 months ago with your business? It was booming, right? And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that my business hasn't fallen off a little bit. It has. But what am I doing to make the adjustments? I'm adjusting to the market. I went from a flourishing market where everybody was happy and money was flowing. The stock market was up. Oil prices were great. Everything was stable and everything has fallen. So you have to learn to adjust to your market in order to get the yes. People that are belling right now, that's the dumbest thing anybody can do. Why do I say that? And I don't mean that with any disrespect. Why do I say that? Because companies need marketing more today than ever before, but they need a different style of marketing. We are learning that e-commerce is the way that businesses are going to start going. It's going to get away from just going and sitting in the dining room anymore, because people are learning that, hey, I'm going to go online, I'm going to order my food, and I'm going to drive through. These are the people that are hurting. And you say, well, Kerry, how do you know this? Because I was out all weekend talking to restaurant owners while everybody else was sitting at home trying to buy toilet paper online. I was out building my business, talking to restaurant owners and saying, hey, listen, what if we change the way you do business? Somebody was talking to somebody the other day in the Facebook group, and they said, I don't tell my customers what to do. You need to go tell your customers what to do, because they don't know. They depend on you as the marketing expert. Whatever your market, you must get the yes call to action. You have to make them understand either go this direction or they're going to shut their doors. And we are in a time today where it's no more important than right now that they take the paradigm shift and move to a place where they can continue to service their clients and get their clients in the place where they want to go. And you say, well, Kerry, gosh, man, this is just rolling off your tongue. You know why this is rolling off my tongue? Because this is what I talk to clients about all weekend long, and I talk to them exactly like I'm talking to you. And we're picking up a ton of apps. We're picking up a ton of e-commerce apps. Why? Because these restaurants have to have a way to service their clients. And they're not afraid to spend the money, because if they don't do this, they have no revenue coming in. There is zero revenue coming into the restaurants here. None. They're telling everybody to stay away. Guess what? The market shifted. The booming market, when the restaurants were full 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago, you couldn't get a table in the good restaurants in the area. Guess what's happening? People are being told to stay home. Go get in your cars when this training is over, and go drive around your neighborhoods and go drive around your restaurants in your neighborhoods. I don't care if it's McDonald's, Jack in the Box, or the mom and pop on the corner. Now, McDonald's and Jack in the Box have what? They have apps to order with. The mom and pop on the corner, they don't have a clue what it is. It's your responsibility to go out and share with them. The market has shifted. There's a new paradigm shift. There's a new sheriff in town. It's called mobile commerce. Mobile commerce, in-app ordering, in-app messaging is what has to happen today in order to take these businesses to the next level, to overcome the situations that we're in. And if people do not do this, their businesses are going to shut down. You owe it to them as a marketer. You owe it to them as a person in the business that you're in to get off your carcass and go out and share with them exactly what I'm telling you to help them save their business. I'm not telling you to go out and gouge them. That's the worst thing that can happen right now. Put together a pricing structure that is good for you and good for them, that can make you good money and can make them good money in the long run. And when this is all passed, you will literally be the hero of the town, and every business will come to you at full price. Whatever your market, you must get the yes. And you have to be honest when you do that. You have to be honest about your business. You've shown a sincere desire to get the information from your prospects and understand their business just a little better. And those business owners want to talk to somebody, and as you talk and as you collect this data and as you put all that together, then you have to sit there, and while you're talking, Your little brain has to get going, and you have to ask yourself, what am I going to ask them to do in the situation we're in? Because I need to get a yes and close them on the situation to help make their business grow. I'm going to bring them the tools to help make their business grow. I'm going to come in and I'm going to help them shift with the market, bringing them the tools of today, not the tools of yesterday when you just hand them a menu and somebody sits with a pencil and paper and orders. No, we don't do that right now. We are sitting at home. We're going to place our order. We're going to go through the drive-through. They're going to hand you a bag and you're going to come back home. That is the place we are at today. That is the place where the money is going to be made. I don't remember if I told you the other day. I've done 100 of these webinars over the last several days, and I met with an e-commerce group over the weekend. They called me and they said, "Hey, we've seen you online. We've seen you talking. We want to bring you in. We want you to consult us." Now, you said, "Well, Kerry, that was kind of stupid. That's probably your competition." No, they're not my competition because they're out trying to sell $50,000 apps. Okay, I'm out bringing people in for $100 and a few dollars a month to bring them in on the bottom, lower level of e-commerce, and will rise them to the next level when the money will actually come. It's all in the way you present it. With that said, I want to wish everybody the absolute best. I know it's a scary time. I know that. There's no question to what's going on. I mean, everybody knows. But as marketers, it's your responsibility to go out and help your community understand what they can do. You've got all the tools in the toolbox. Go out and help them understand what to do to build their business, to make it happen. Please be safe, be smart, go out and work smartly, and ask for the close. Everybody have a great evening. God bless. Good night. And I will see you on next Wednesday's training.